Make sure that a couple things are clicked on both these tabs. You want to make sure they're both enabled. You want to make sure they both have an output medium of print. Okay, so it actually prints the results in the Fo6 file. And more importantly, you want to say which elements or which bushings you want the information from. If I just click all, it's going to give me everything, and yes, that's correct, but it's going to take you forever to track down the data in the Fo6 file and find out which element it corresponds to. So what you do instead is you just make a group. And in this group, you can go on the screen and actually choose whole elements or whole pieces, or you can even go on the part navigator and choose the C bush you want. So let's say these two C bushes, I can click these two and they show up as objects. So now, as I have it set, these two C bushes is going to output all the forces, okay, because I've selected them. So those two are in my group, okay. And again, it won't affect the results until you run it. When you run it, you should get something in your Fo6 file a little like this. All the way at the bottom, just skip the first couple thousand lines. I think I need to rerun it. I'll just put it back to the original parameters, because this is what you guys are going to be referencing, the structural output 3. That's the one that we made that's in your file. Let me just rerun it. Okay, you should be expecting to get this little warning. Don't worry about it. You shouldn't get any major errors outside of that. Okay, let's take a peek at that Fo6 file. Looks like it didn't update. In the wrong folder. Oh, I am. Desktop. Desktop. Okay, one of these guys, and Fo6, 828. Okay, perfect. So here it is. Now, so we'll skip all the way down. Okay, so now you're going to have a couple different sections. First, for all the forces on the node. So single point constraints. Okay, so these are all the forces from the constraints acting on the node. Okay, so you have them all here. You don't have to select them. The only thing you have to do is know which point ID corresponds to which node. What do you think the point ID is? It's the node ID. It's the same thing. So how would I know 21818? How do I know where that is? Yeah, I just go in here and let's just say I click some node. Okay, I'd have to find the number. 226, 2. It's not one of these. Okay. But you know it's going to be a node that's shared with a constraint. How do I know that? Because these are forces of single point constraints. Okay. So we selected it all for you, but you have to track down which node is which and which element is which. And you really have to do that for the hand calculations either way.
Not a way to just type in that point ID number to a search.
There is. There is. Let me see.
You didn't brainwash my friends.
Okay, there's a way. Let me look at it. Let me give it to you after the lecture. If someone who has everything all set, if someone wants to look for that, that'd be good. There's definitely a way. You want to try Command Finder will give us a hint. Node ID. Node, modify label, identify node and element. Okay, so fish around in here. You'll be able to figure it out. I'll look at it right after this. I just want to continue with the lecture for a bit. Okay, let's definitely here, list node, element, one of these, and selecting that. Okay, so where are we? Okay, we talked about how to do the hand results. We talked about how to get the data from NX. Again, it's all set up for you. If you run it and you look at the Fo6 file, you're going to get all the data you need. You just need to find out which node corresponds to which location. Okay. So how to debug the results. So I want to make this very clearly. Don't ask for my assistance unless you've done these four.
I know what to do.
Okay, because what I'm going to do to help is just do these same four. Okay, so it's repetition. Okay, so there's no need. So don't ask for help in your results unless you've done these same four checks. I'll go back and do those same four checks. I'll know if you did or didn't. Okay, but what these are, first one is check for unwanted duplicate nodes. Okay, which duplicate nodes do we want? C bushes, right? Those should have duplicate nodes. And those would be skipped if you do a duplicate node check. Okay, second, are all the C bushes referencing the correct coordinate system? I said in the video lecture which C bushes reference which coordinate system, and I'll just give you a hint to tell you which ones again.
Really expensive.
For the C bushes along this N or Z axis, what coordinate system do they reference?
Well, no one's gonna buy like
Global
the top
Cartesian.
MacBook Pro.
Okay.
So,
So you want to make sure that when
Probably
you look under that C
1,500.
bush,
Maybe less.
okay,
I'm probably
you
exaggerating.
should choose.
But no,
I'm
the
in
thing
the
is,
sim,
if
so I can't
my
see that
mom
data.
knows
Let me
about
help you
computer,
with
so she knows that.
Okay, again, if I investigate and look at that C bush, and if I edit the mesh associated data, it should say which coordinate
she
system
doesn't know
it's
about all
referencing.
the newest stuff.
So again, for all these acting along that rod, you have to have an able coordinate system override, and you have to make sure it's referencing the absolute coordinate
I
system.
was just looking at these stuff.
Okay? Okay, so you check that for all of them. Now what about the C bushes right here, between the FG pin in the gear and the Y pin in the gear? What coordinate system do they reference? C bushes, between the FG pin and the gear. That's C bush. What coordinate system does it reference? Cylindrical. Which one of these axes is the cylindrical? The gold one or the gray one? Gold one is the Cartesian. The one that's tangent to the pins is Cartesian. Okay, the one in the middle is the cylindrical. You have these pins. Okay, you guys need to watch the lecture. It's all in there. Okay? I don't want to answer questions that were given in the lecture. It's not fair. Okay. Let's see, what else can we debug? Sorry, just pop that last one. Okay, so we checked for duplicate nodes. We checked to see if the C bushes are referencing the correct coordinate system. I just told you which ones they should reference. Okay, thirdly, you want to check that all the bushings are properly connected. How do I check if a bushing was connected correctly? What tests can I do? You guys really need to watch the video. Show Jason test. Thank you, guy who watched the video. Show Jason test. And what you do is you choose the node and it shows you what it's connected to. So I'm going to show you how to do that again. And we're going to do a show Jason test just on these spiders right here. Okay, so what should I expect? There should be two nodes. Each node is connected to one spider and the C bush. So let's test that out. I can't do it in. No, I can do it here. Here it is. Show Jason. And we're going to go in here, and there should be a couple nodes. So I'm just going to. Maybe there's something in the background, so I'm actually going to isolate those and make it a little easier to choose. Okay, there should be just two nodes there, which there are. And if I check this one, 34, and if I hide everything and then press apply, it'll show that it is connected to the C bush, SP, and also connected to the spiders on the big frame. Okay? Now if I do that same test again, if I choose the other node, so this time I'll choose 33. No, I just did 33, right? Huh? I just did 33, okay, so I'll do 34. I'll hide everything again and do apply. Okay, no, I did do 34 the first time. We'll just redo that. This time I'll make sure to choose the other node, 33, and apply it. And I'll see that it's indeed connected to a different set of spiders, and it is also still connected to the C bush. You can see that by the SP right there. Okay, so do this test. Okay, that's the only way you'll see if you did this correctly. Okay, how else to continue debugging the results? Okay, make sure that the bailout parameter is changed from 0 to -1. Okay, we showed you how to do this in the video in the previous lectures. Essentially, it's just going to let the simulation force the run and kind of neglect some of the trivial warnings that NX gives it. Okay, fifthly, read the warnings issued by NX when you run. If you saw my video, you'll see that I actually had some problems making it also. I made one or two, picked the wrong node, and I just read the warning list and it told me exactly, hey, this RBE3 and these two C bushes are sharing a node. I went in there and it fixed it. Very easy, just read the warnings and do that. Okay, so if I see your thing, you should have all of these, dealt with. Or if you don't know how to fix it, then ask me. Okay, and last one, which is actually the most useful, and the one that normally leads to a good answer, is look at the results. Look at the simulation. And one thing you probably want to check. are probably just a couple things. Like, yeah, you want to be in the right order of magnitude and all that. But you want to see symmetry. If I run it, if I press play, which is hidden, there it is. Okay, I want to see symmetric results. I want to see that the two different dampeners, or seed bushes, are acting accordingly, or pretty much that what you're seeing on one side is the same. Okay, and same for stresses. I want to make sure it's symmetric and you're getting the highest stresses on these hinges, and also at the tip of the FG pin. So again, this was one of those research questions. Why does this experience the most force? If you play around with the spiders, you'll figure out why. Okay, so this is literally the best way to get results. Okay? So so don't ever say, oh, my thing's not working. Say, oh, this seed bush isn't working. Okay? So don't be so broad. You won't learn anything if I just do it for you, okay? Okay. So now you know how to kind of tackle these issues on your own. I'm still here to help. We have the rest of the time. We have a whole hour to debug these things. Here are the results you should be looking for. One note in the video, I'm sure everyone heard, I made one mistake. I chose both nodes here and I applied a force of 3 pounds. What's that do? It actually took that 3 pounds and split it between the two nodes. So by accident, the nodes had 1.5 pounds applied. Okay? If I did the same method that I had done, chosen both nodes, then I should have put 6, not 3. If I made each force on its own, then I could define each one as 3. But by choosing both nodes, whatever force I input, it's going to split in half. Okay, so that's why I was still getting the right results, but I was getting, I think, 2.5, 2.7 something in the video lecture. If you double it, you're going to be up there around 5. Okay, but I'm really only looking for around 10% of that value. Same order of magnitude will be accepted. Okay, 10% is ideal though. But I think anything ranging from maybe 3 to the -3 all the way up to maybe 7 or 8. So that's okay. But this is, we'd say, we're going to use these as the exact results. And you have the same for the stress. Okay. So let's just overview a couple things. Make sure there's no questions. Any questions in the report guideline? It may have popped up during the lecture. How it'll be graded, what I'm looking for. Okay. How about how to create the free body diagrams? How to do the force balances?
I just had a question about the report. So we just take our original report. We don't have to edit anything that we already did. We just add.
You add to it. You add to it. And if you didn't do so good in the midterm, this is a good time to revamp that section, as it'll be looked at again. Not in this much detail, but you know, if you did really bad the first time, and you improve it, we'll see. Any questions on how to get the forces by hand? We went over how to extract it from NX. Again, that output request is already made, but I'm still going to put up some slides specifically detailing how to do that on your own. Okay, because I had a couple questions on that. What about any of the debugging techniques? No? Okay, so we still have an hour. Let's just use the rest of this time to try to debug the results. For next week, I'll still have office hours for everyone. Okay, so Wednesday, 6 to 8. Thursday, 4 to 6. Okay, I'll have office hours, and I'll be busy most other times, okay, for finals. So I have 3 finals Tuesday, so yeah, so, but Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be free after that, so I can help out. Again, the report's due Friday, November 30th, okay? If you have any questions about it, email or phone, you can call me, you have my cell phone number, text message,
that he improved it on this midterm. I don't think he's gonna be great.
Any other general questions for everyone?
I don't think so.
Okay, this is the last slide, so I'd just like to say that it's been a real pleasure seeing this class. I think we had a good time, and hopefully everyone learned something useful. What I'd really like to see is that when everyone's taking their senior design, they're using NX to support any of their claims. Don't just go up on stage and say, yeah, that's going to work, it's solid, that's good wood. You know, do the analysis and improve whatever you say. This is the value behind learning all this stuff. We can support whatever accusations we make. Okay, thank you.
Anyway, what I was saying was that...
Are you leaving now?
Really not.
I really like this one.